speak to you tonight about the troubling events of the past week. As I have said, the incursion of the U.S. Capitol struck at the very heart of our republic. It angered and appalled millions of Americans across the political spectrum. I want to be very clear. I unequivocally condemn the violence that we saw last week. Violence and vandalism have absolutely no place in our country and no place in our movement. Making America great again has always been about defending the rule of law, supporting the men and women of law enforcement, and upholding our nation's most sacred traditions and values. Mob violence goes against everything I believe in and everything our movement stands for. No true supporter of mine could ever endorse political violence. No true supporter of mine could ever disrespect law enforcement or our great American flag. No true supporter of mine could ever threaten or harass their fellow Americans. If you do any of these things, you are not supporting our movement, you are attacking it, and you are attacking our country. We cannot tolerate it.
Well, I mean, that's obviously just hypocrisy. He sent the movement down to the Capitol, which was fenced off. Now it's even more fenced off. But there were barricades, etc. There always are in certain parts. But they had the place surrounded, and they broke through multiple barricades, and then through doors, and then into offices. And they all had their Trump flags. So, no true supporter. This is so bogus. You sent them there.
Tragically, over the course of the past year, made so difficult because of COVID-19, we have seen...
No canine officer of mine would ever bite a criminal on his wrist. That is against our movement. That is not a good boy.
Political violence spiral out of control. We have seen too many riots, too many mobs, too many acts of intimidation and destruction. It must stop. Whether you are on the right or on the left, a Democrat or a Republican, there is never a justification for violence. No excuses, no exceptions. America is a nation of laws.
Well, self-defense.
Those who engaged in the attacks last week will be brought to justice. Now I am asking everyone who has ever believed in our agenda to be thinking of ways to ease tensions, calm tempers, and help to promote peace in our...
Now I've got a little bit of a temper. Stephanie has, apparently you're in pain. They told you to go to the emergency room. There's no room at the hospital where Stephanie is. Stephanie is in California, for those of you who don't know Stephanie. I believe I'm right, Steph? Aren't you up in Northern California right now? No room in the hospital. There's no room. Here we are in America, and there's no room in the inn. Sorry, buddy. Stephanie, maybe they'll put you up in a manger.
Our country. There has been reporting that additional demonstrations are being planned in the coming days, both here in Washington and across the country. I have been briefed by the U.S. Secret Service on the potential threats. Every American deserves to have their voice heard in a respectful and peaceful way. That is your First Amendment right. But I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law-breaking, and no vandalism of any kind. Everyone must follow our laws and obey the instructions of...
He missed a word! Oh my God, QAnon is going to eat this up. He just did not emphasize enough. He just said the opposite of what he was supposed to read. I cannot emphasize enough that there should be... Listen to what he says. He just says, I cannot emphasize. I can't do it. Go.
Everyone must follow our laws and obey the instructions of law enforcement.
Yeah.
I have directed federal agents
Go back.
that there must be First Amendment right.
Here we go.
but I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law-breaking, and no vandalism of any kind.
I cannot emphasize enough that there will be, you're just saying, I can't emphasize it. I cannot emphasize that there should be no vandalism, because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. What? What a moron! What an he just forgot to read words, and now he's saying exactly the opposite, and you better believe that on the right-wing websites and 8chan and all those other places, they are pulling that out of there right now. What an absolute buffoon! And here's the thing. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody forgets to say words. Sometimes people don't finish it happens. But someone has to edit this video. Someone has to shoot this video. Someone has to look at this video. Someone has to post this video up to YouTube. All of the people in his atmosphere miss that. That's the danger there. Not only are there no checks, there's no balances around him. What? Again, this QAnon and the supporters on the right, the wackos, are going to look at that and say, see, he doesn't really mean this. He's being forced to say this, but that's not what he means. He's sending us a signal. Somebody is making a pipe bomb somewhere, watching that part of the speech saying, hear you, sir. Loud and clear, sir. Oh, my God. Let's hear it again.
Everyone must know, but I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law-breaking, and no vandalism of any kind.
Yes, you can emphasize it, because that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? I was almost sated. I was almost, okay, that's good. Let's just get through this. You're more than halfway there. Might as well finish it off, buddy. What a complete moron. Surrounded by complete morons. Seriously, fly me out to Washington. I'll watch over you for the last 7 days. I'll get there tomorrow. It'll be 6 days. I will watch over you and your administration for 6 days. You can sit in the corner. You can watch TV. I will bring you food. And you don't have to touch or say anything. I'll give you a toy phone. I'll give you your own Twitter. You can use my Twitter.
Everyone must follow our laws and obey the instructions of law enforcement. I have directed federal agencies to use all necessary resources to maintain order. In Washington, D.C., we are bringing in thousands of National Guard members to secure the city and ensure that a transition can occur safely and without incident. Like all of you, I was shocked and deeply saddened by the calamity at the Capitol last week. I want to thank the hundreds of millions of incredible American citizens who have responded to this moment with calm, moderation, and grace. We will get through this challenge just like we always do. I also want to say a few words about the unprecedented assault on free speech we have seen in recent days. These are tense and difficult times. The efforts to censor, cancel, and blacklist our fellow citizens are wrong, and they are dangerous. What is needed now is for us to listen to one another, not to silence one another. All of us can choose by our actions to rise above the rancor and find common ground and shared purpose. We must focus on advancing the interests of the whole nation, delivering the miracle vaccines, defeating the pandemic, rebuilding the economy, protecting our national security, and upholding the rule of law. Today, I am calling on all Americans to overcome the passions of the moment and join together as one American people. Let us choose to move forward united for the good of our families, our communities, and our country. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Wow. What a buffoon. I'm at a loss for words because he lost the word. Ah! Normally, I'm not a violent man. Wow, what an imbecile. What an absolute numbskull. Let's go back to that point once again. If you're just joining us, we're watching the president's hostage video right here. He's supposed to say, everybody, I cannot emphasize enough that you shouldn't be doing violent, bad things. Don't break any laws, kids. Okay? Not in my name. That's not our way.
Both here in Washington and across the country. I have been briefed by the U.S. Secret Service. Every American deserves to have their voice heard in a respectful and peaceful way.
Yeah.
That is your First Amendment right. But I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law-breaking, and no vandalism of any kind.
He can't emphasize it, kids. I cannot emphasize how great and smart and generous a president you are, sir. I cannot emphasize that. Just can't. Wish I could. Really? Wished that you were successful. I'm almost at the point now, guys. I might stop giving him a chance. I might. All right. So we finally got the pivot, and he got it wrong. Trump pivoted and turned around the wrong direction. This is Trump. He was heading off kilter. He wasn't heading in the right direction, and then he realized it and said, and then went this way. Wow. I cannot emphasize it. I can't do it. Cannot do it.
Amendment right. But I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law-breaking, and no vandalism of any kind.
Can't do it. Nothing I can do. So more importantly, Stephanie, we got to get you well. Do you need me to drive a doctor up to Stockton for you or something? I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. Welcome everybody. This is the live stream. This is going to be a very short episode because this is all I'm doing is cutting in here because I heard him talking. It woke me up and I was like, oh, I got to talk to the kids about this. Luis says, at what point will people stop calling in misspeaking and calling it for what it is? Stop calling it misspeaking and start calling it for what it is. Exactly. I think I screwed that up when I was reading it too. Which, again, people make mistakes. I heard it in my head and my brain said, hey, say that again, moron. And I'm like, brain, come on, that's not nice. And my brain's like, I know you, Kevin. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So then I read it again, and then you guys, I hope, understand what Luis was saying. I hope. I don't know that you did. But, and here's the thing. It's just me in my studio and my entire crew. There's Jimmy the headphones. Somebody had a good joke. I think Kevin Cruz had a good joke earlier. Let me share Kevin Cruz's joke with you. Let's just go to the ASIN timeline because there's quite a few good jokes there. Let me pull this up. I'll pull it over for you guys. This is going to be a short broadcast, by the way. Let's go to ASIN's timeline. I bet that's like his niece or somebody made a nice picture, or nephew. I don't know. So that's okay. This is on, this got to be Newsmax, I guess. Representative Taylor Greene to introduce Biden impeachment articles. So Representative Greene is going to try and impeach the president. They don't even have a majority in the House. I hope she does. I hope she does introduce those articles. And you know what? I hope Nancy lets it go through. I hope she's like, hey, rock on, Kennedy. So right away, let's see. And there was a funny joke I wanted to share with you guys here. That's a promoted tweet for Mario Lopez? Oh, it's for Got Milk. Okay. Here's something from
some of the
Jim
reactions
Acosta.
I'm getting from Trump advisors. And this one, I think, really, it may crystallize a lot of the feelings that we all have about this president, but it's coming from somebody who advises the president, speaks with him regularly, just spoke with him the other day. This is what this advisor said. In the end, it all came crashing down, in the words of this advisor, because Donald Trump could never tell the truth. He will be the cautionary tale that parents tell their kids. Don't end up like Trump because of your lies. I just think that's an extraordinary statement to come from an advisor to the president of the United States, who is now the first president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. Even
grain of salt on that one. Same advisor didn't catch the mistake in the video. What have you missed? Let's see. Asen retweeted me here. Fun fact. Trump becomes the first president to ever get impeached by the vote of 232 members of Congress. Or I said repeached. He also lost the election with only 232 votes in the Electoral College. That was fun, wasn't it? That was a fun fact. I think you guys who watched earlier, I think I caught that during the watch. He got 232 votes in the Electoral College. He got 232 votes for his second impeachment. A lot of twos there. See, that's a code right there. And then he hasn't said anything about... Oh, here we go. This is Kevin M. Cruz saying, in quotes, and then there was Donnie two times. He's doing a Goodfellas. That's the beginning of Goodfellas, where they introduce all the different characters, the Joe Pesci's, etc. And then there was Donnie two times. They called him that because it... So that's... I thought that was really funny. New nickname, 232. 232. Donnie two times. It just makes me giggle. I don't even know if that's that funny. I think it's hilarious. And so do 10.4 thousand people. Whereas only 415 have thought mine was hilarious. So, but Kevin's in general. I'm going to take that. I'm going to say together, the Kevins, two of them, have almost 11,000 likes. So... It's like the brother of Wayne Gretzky, I believe at some point said something along the lines of, between us we have 2,000 points in the NHL. Never played in the NHL. Pretty funny. The Gretzky kids have over 2,000 NHL points. Oh, okay. I think that's up. I think that's it. And I don't know, maybe see you later tonight. Probably not. NHL starts tonight. I got to get stuff done now. I got to post that to YouTube as well. You guys be good. And we will talk to you later. Oh, and I also left the last stream running for, while I was napping. So several people jumped into the room and it was completely blank. And in that case, it's actually, I don't apologize because that's an improvement over the normal live stream. Oh, hold on. Is 232 more than he got in the original? Hold on. I'll come back. The question from LP, is 232 more than he got in the original? Yes, because the original one, even though the Democrats had more people in the House. Oh, wait, is it? Because he got all of the Democrats, save for one who switched sides. No, I remember he got, once you get to 219, you're done. But he did get all the Democrats and then all 196 or whatever it was. And then he claimed that he won because he got all 196 Republicans. But that's not the way it works at all. We got all the field goals in the Super Bowl. So really, we're the winners. No, I still haven't updated the credits. I slept. I slept well. And now I feel alive for the first time. I feel repeached. All my sins are washed away. I've been repeached. Good night, babe. Good night, Stephanie. Let us know how it goes or something. I'll do the credits. I'll do the credits later. I have people to spend time with right now. Maybe I'll go throw the baseball at KevinlyFather. Or KevinlyFather. I am Kevinly. See? I'm still not awake. This could all be a dream. Because Trump puts out his hostage video and it's like, oh, don't do bad things, guys. Don't. Come on, don't. I cannot express that you guys should not do bad things. Thank you, Francisco. I appreciate that. Do you think they will convict him? Yes. Because it's good for the Republican Party if he gets convicted and he is no longer a pariah within. He is the cancer. This, again, I'll use this analogy. Hitler's come to you. You're a doctor. Hitler has a lot of cancer. You can take it out and save his life, or you can just leave it in there and the war comes to an end. It's your choice. But yeah. Don't brag. I'm not even sure what I'm bragging about. Yes, let's. I don't know what you're asking. See, I don't think I'm awake. I don't think I'm awake. I'm going back to sleep, guys. And to answer your question, yes, I will be stopping the broadcast after this ends here. So after the credits, here's credits. Producer Joanna, she wanted a larger font. The credits. Come and watch all the credits. There's Denise H. and Cousin Larry. And Steve D is fading away. There's lifers like Dr. Howard. And Christopher Wilson's okay. Kim is in the Dollar Shave Club, and you've been watching the live stream. You're welcome, Chris Wallace. Okay, it's over now, guys. I can't finish the song. Damn it! But you know what? I was going to say I made a promise. What? Hold on, we're coming back, because LP keeps asking questions. Hold on. And really, you guys are the most important part of all of this. What, LP? Oh, what? Hockey stick. You guys want to see my hockey stick? Very important question. Do I like soup? It has to be thrown just the right way. No, go LP. I'm waiting. It's fine. I really don't. I don't have anyone important in my life. So, is soup a meal? No, soup is not a meal. However, if it's Campbell's chunky soup, like if it's chunky, like a stew can be a meal. LP, do you have a question? You don't have a question. You just want to keep me on the broadcast, don't you? LP. If it's soup that you can fold, then yes. Pie or cake, Marcy? Don't even ask that question. So ridiculous. Thank you. 2019, yeah, he got everybody was 230 to 220, 230 and 229 respectively. Thank you very much. Thank you for the info. When will we watch a movie together? Oh, this is big news. This is big happenings news. While I'm thinking about it, I should pull that up and start that downloading. Thank you for reminding me. So here's what happened. If you remember a little while back, a couple of weeks back, we were talking about New Year's Eve movies, and there's one called 200 Cigarettes, which I was like, we should watch that. It's got Paul Rudd. It's got everybody else. We should watch that. But it's only available on DVD. I'll pull it up. Let's see what it's... Because those of you, some of you may not know about this. So we're going to pull up this movie. It's called 200 Cigarettes on DVD. You can't get it. You can't just watch it on Netflix or something. You can't. So 200 Cigarettes. Here it's got Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, Dave Chappelle, Paul Rudd, Angela Featherstone, Jenny Garofalo, Gabby Hoffman, Kate Hudson, Courtney Love, Jay Moore, Martha Plimpton. Paul Rudd is actually the last credit. That's how old this is. It's unavailable, okay? So you can't get it. Well, there is a deal. There is a used copy, a very good used copy for $100 for this 200 Cigarettes movie. German Herman. I don't know if he's in here right now. He's probably asleep right now. Our friend Herman in Germany, he found a copy of it in Germany for the equivalent of about $10. So he's sending that our way. So at some point, we'll be able to watch 200 Cigarettes. And I'm so happy about that. So when you see German Herman, say thank you. And so at some point, when we have it, I don't know why it's so rare. It's just not released anywhere. It's probably full of music. There's always like a song in there. When a movie like this, there's probably a bunch of songs, and one of the songs didn't clear copyright, and they haven't, no one, because it's such an old movie, they haven't done anything with it. They haven't cut it and taken that song out. The producer or the producer's estate or something, who knows? So, at some point, I might have seen it too, Todd, but I don't remember it. At some point, we will watch that movie, and we will do so thanks to the generosity and time. Oh, German's in here. So, guys, say thank you to German. Yeah, he recoded it to Region 0 so we can watch it. So that's what we'll do sometime for our Zoo movie. And, in fact, I will start paying attention to that right now. Is that the question, LP? Is that your only question? Was just about, are we going to watch a movie? Yes, we will watch a movie. LP, do you get a heads up on when we have a movie? Did you get a message or anything last time? Because I do, what I have been doing is I'll just post it in Twitter, and then I'll send out a message to all the patrons. And then I kind of go through the PayPal peoples, but I don't have... Okay, so LP, do I follow you on Twitter? I don't even know. Do I? I have no idea what's going on right now. Again, I slept for about 3 hours. You follow me on Twitter sometimes. Send me a DM, and I got to make a list or something. Somebody? Make a list of everybody. Make a list of everybody's addresses, and so we know. LP. Well, before we go there, let's straighten this out then, LP. What's your Twitter handle, LP? Just I'll make sure that I follow here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Keep the audience waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. LP. Come on, LP. Hang on. Oh, hold on, everybody. We're waiting for LP. Anyway, it's exciting news that is happening. And hockey starts today, so I don't have to broadcast with you losers anymore. I'll have hockey to watch. 24 Kevin. I won't. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Okay. Can I copy that? I can't copy that. I'm just moving my whole screen. I'm not doing this the right way. There it is. Okay. Do I have you? I can feel it. Let's see. I've got you, and it's not even... What? That's not even a thing. You're just messing with... There, I followed you. Following. Okay, I followed you. Send me a DM on there, on the @KevinlyFather. Hey, if you want to follow me on the Twitters, I'll do the call to action if I can get my glasses off. This is a live stream if you want to support us. If you want to go and you watch the movies with us, etc. PayPal.me/KevinlyDad. Actually, I can't guarantee that we'll watch the movies together because I may not get a message to you, and you may miss the messages on Twitter when I post them, unless you are a patron. So I try and keep up with everybody who da-da-da-da-da. I saw that, Marcy. Marjorie T. Green is introducing articles of impeachment against Biden the day that Biden takes office. Because that's not hypocritical. There we go. So I got everything. So if you become a patron, KevinlyFather.com, you'll be sure to get my messages. And I think that's the end of the broadcast. Okay. So follow me @KevinlyFather on Twitter, and then you'll keep abreast of all this stuff, guys. It's been great. Be good, and we will see you another time. Bye. I cannot emphasize enough. Wait, I screwed that up. See, I can't even say it without saying enough. Who can't say that without... I cannot emphasize enough. Speaking of enough,